It's time to welcome Maigen Berg. She is the Chief Marketing Officer for the company that's called Thrive Drip Spa. So this is going to be fascinating, Jenna. We're going to find out about Thrive Drip Spa right here in Houston, Texas. Welcome to the show, Maigen.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know this is so exciting, Bill. So I have been to
Show
Thrive
first.
multiple times. The owners, the founders of Thrive are friends of mine and my neighbors. So I love this place. So I've been in there to get drips, right? Which I want you to explain to people who may not know what it is, because I thought it was a really just sort of like new and amazing idea when they came up with it. And now people go for a variety of reasons. But then you have a lot of services that I think people may not know about as much. So let's talk about a little bit of like, what is Thrive? When you walk in the door, like what's the purpose?
So Thrive is a med spa, and we started with IV therapy and have later moved into services that sort of help with, all kinds of things. Our motto is we want you to look, feel, and perform better. So under that notion, we pull a lot of our clients, our customers, and we provide services that they actually have told us that they would like or want. So IV therapy, everyone knows that sort of comes with the territory of being hungover and you want to get back to life. And, that
no
conference,
judgment, no judgment.
That 3-day conference is always, a kicker in the workforce, or that, vacation trip. And so there is the hangover drip that everyone is familiar with in this industry. However, our drips, we have 12 signature drips, and they serve a lot of different purposes. So people with chronic migraines, we have a migraine drip. It has Toradol, it has Reglan in it, magnesium. A lot of people who have chronic headaches and migraines don't realize that they're actually nutrient or vitamin deficient in magnesium. So for example, that's one of them. I actually use that one all the time. I get tension headaches from the dehydration. Actually was just in there yesterday myself. So that's kind of the purpose of the drips. And then we've moved into some sort of cosmetic services that help with a gamut of things, with body contouring, muscle atrophy, the same service. It's called M-Sculpt Neo. So Dr. Gene Liu, he is also an orthopedic surgeon, and he founded this originally out of the intention to help people. He loves the concept of preventative medicine and health. And so with these IV drips, a lot of people don't know that 75% of the population is chronically dehydrated, be it mild or severe.
Wow.
And that typically makes any illness, any sickness, anything worse. So sometimes you may have a cold or the flu, and it's actually that you're dehydrated, which is the bigger issue. So you solve for that. You kind of come in, you stay on a cadence with your drips, and you tend to feel, look, and perform better just across the board.
That is so interesting. I mean, I will say one way that we have used Thrive is, when everyone was having to get either everyone was getting COVID, or for those people who got vaccinated, it helped to get a drip right after, and then you had minimal to no symptoms. I mean, it is amazing.
I didn't know that.
My husband was like, I'm on my way, I'm getting vaccinated, and do whatever everyone thinks about that, whatever. But he was like, listen, I don't have time to be. It was my birthday weekend, Bill. And I'm like, if you feel like crap this weekend, it's going to be bad for you.
We have to drink the champagne.
I mean, hello, clearly. So we, he went in the day after or the day of and got a drip, and he was fine. He had no symptoms after.
That's incredible to hear.
And then I have one of our best friends is a tennis pro, and he's, out in the sun every day. He gets regular, I think twice a week, has a membership, which I want you to kind of talk about that too. But, he goes in and gets them. And like you said, I mean, his dehydration levels are insane probably because he's out in the sun all day. But it really helps.
Beyond the 12 kind of signature drips that we've custom built and created, a lot of people come in knowing what they're deficient in or knowing what their ailments are, so we can custom fit a bag that what we say is brimming with the vitamins and minerals that you need for your body. Some people may not know that, so we actually provide DNA tests that help you understand what you're deficient in so that you can start getting drips that are associated with what you particularly need. For example, there's something known as NAD, which is a naturally occurring coenzyme in the body. Plays a part in just about every atom in your body, including DNA repair, neurotransmitters, metabolic recalibration, all of these things that help you have that mental clarity that you need, but you are stuck in that brain fog. We do that for a lot of
that.
actually professional athletes, including Brian Cushing. He has done an incredible testimonial with us working through some of his challenges, as well as Kevin Walter. They both played for the Texans previously. So the NID is a highly sought after thing if you look across the internet. And that's one of our biggest drivers, is bringing that type of support to everyone, not just the celebrities, not just the people who are out in California and LA and Vegas. It's preventative health in a clean atmosphere that you don't have to wait until you're on, you're at your wit's end going into an ER visit just to get an IV drip. That's our focus.
And talk a little bit about, because I know when Dr. Lou, started this, he was very focused on it being, to people, anesthesiologists, or tell me a little bit about like who puts the needle in you. I'm one of those people who gets a little nervous
Who
with
are
that.
these people?
And I know he is very like strict protocols and very
Yes.
focused on that. Talk to me a little bit about that.
So that's actually why I wanted to join this organization specifically as the CMO, is because I could see the client experience and the drive and the passion that both Dr. Lou, Dr. Jean Lou, the CEO, and Dr. Derek Lou, our medical director, who oversees all of our drips to make sure that they are what they need to be in the dosages and the correct formats. Dr. Jean Lou is so big on the client experience. And so I wanted to join because we only allow registered nurses to administer the IVs. And a lot of these nurses have come out of triage, ERs from the surrounding hospitals. And obviously we are the mecca for the healthcare industry. So that speaks volumes. And we get outreach every day about nurses wanting to either be part-time or work with us. And so that shows a very promising and hopeful perspective. They say they like to see people who are taking advantage of taking care of their health before it gets too bad, which is very cool.
Give us an idea as far as for someone that's now, I've never done this. So what would be the first one that you would recommend if someone doesn't have a specific problem? Let's say I'm like, I just want to feel a little bit better. I want to experience. I want to be smarter. Right? There's some.
I don't know if we have anything for that. Okay, Radio Bill.
Or maybe there's a superpower I'm looking for. But seriously, what would the first one you'd recommend for an overall okay person? Number one, and number two, what is this something that you feel the effects soon after, or
Yes.
do you have to do it 10 times to where you get the effect?
That's a great question. I do not enjoy things that take a long time to build up in my system because I will bail on the process. The Myers drip is the most common drip. It was developed back in the 60s by Dr. Myers, which is why it's coined the Myers cocktail. It has magnesium, it has electrolytes, vitamin C, and the B complex. These are all things that clear your mind, kind of flush your system out, which is what it needs. So an IV bag is actually equivalent to drinking 2 gallons of water. And so the valuable thing about providing vitamins and nutrients in the bloodstream through intravenous therapy is you get 100% absorption of the vitamin. So taking them orally, it's more like 40% because it has to go through the digestive system, and the digestive system flushes it out before it goes to work in your body holistically to 100%. So that's why IV therapy is so important. So to the point, my very first drip, I was in the middle of an intense marketing meeting with the team, and they said, get this girl a drip. And halfway through the meeting, my headache went away completely. I was halfway through the drip, and my headache just stopped. So I learned very quickly that my problem is dehydration because I sure don't drink 8 glasses of water a day, or definitely not 2 gallons of water a day.
Yeah. I mean, no one's drinking 2 gallons
No.
a day, as much as I wish.
We are talking with Maigen Berg, Chief Marketing Officer for Thrive Drip Spa. Maigen, let's tell them where your location is, or locations, and the website too, as people are listening beyond Houston, Texas.
Sure. So the website is thrivedripspa.com, and we have 8 locations. So we actually are opening 3 in January. They'll be franchises, and we have 5 that are currently in operation. 7 of the total will be in the greater Houston area. Currently, we have one in Memorial, in the Woodlands, in Westview, kind of Upper Kirby area. We will have one in Katy, Clear Lake, and the Heights by January.
That's so
We
awesome.
also have another one down in the Rio Grande Valley, McAllen, and they are opening down there 2 more as well.
See, right there, that's telling you how people they're feeling the results apparently, and they're
Exactly.
accepting this technology, if you want to call it that. And that's why Megan's smiling over there too, because she's.
Well, I just
it's
love it.
something
I love that
exciting.
finally something works. I love
Right.
that finally there's an answer to taking your health into your own hands and getting to be on the front lines of communicating that message to the masses for the greater good. It's really hopeful. What I also love is we're very cognizant on pricing. So this industry is a very firing one right now. Everyone wants to talk about it. Everyone wants to be a part of it. But a lot of the customer experience gets lost in that. That's what I love about us. We were the first in Texas to do IV therapy. And Dr. Jean Liu, both Dr. Liu's, are so passionate about the client experience that it makes it matter to me.
Give us an idea of the pricing. I'm going to understand there's probably a one-time, if I want to come, let me have a drip, give me the magnesium
Sure.
or whatever. And then if you want to go back on a regular occasion, there's another package, I'm guessing.
Our most common membership is $140 a month, and that provides you a premium drip, one of the higher end of the 12 drips. Our most affordable is the $80 a month for a hydration drip. That's just keeping the electrolytes and the fluids kind of going in your system. If you want to come in once, a drip is usually around $150, but because you guys are all about successful living, if you come in with the code Successful Living, we're giving 50% off your first IV drip.
Let's say that one more time.
You come in with the code Successful Living to any Thrive Drip Spa store, and you get 50% off your first IV drip.
Awesome, Megan.
Yeah,
Thank you. I bet
yeah.
I know when Bill is going to come try it.
Yeah, you better
With
let
his
me know,
code in
Radio
hand.
Bill. I've been looking you up all over the internet, Radio Bill.
And don't tell me what you found, but I'm all over the internet. I'll tell you that right
You
now.
sure are.
So
I want them to know that we are here to help you look, feel, and perform better. And also, one of the biggest things we have launched is something known as M-Tone, which, from the feedback with our clients, we are launching that next week. Okay? And it targets cellulite. It targets the reduction of cellulite, back of arms, stomach, glutes, hamstrings, all of those things. And we have a massive discount coming. For that.
Hallelujah.
and again, the website is
ThriveDripSpa.com.
ThriveDripSpa.com. Thank you for being with us.
Thank
Thank
you.